Welcome back to chapter 4 of the Story of Stories. Today I want to chat to you a little bit about during my time in the perfumery in Grasse in the south of France. So I learned something really important that I want to share with you today, something that completely changed the way I think about fragrance. And if anything that you get from today, I really hope that it also changes the way you feel and think about perfume and fragrance going forth. So we all have preconceptions about what we think we like and we don't like when it comes to scent and perfume. Before I arrived in the perfumery for the first time, I had this really long list of perfume notes that I thought I loved and ones that I was absolutely convinced I didn't like. But when I shared it with my perfumer who was teaching me, a beautiful Russian lady who lives in France, she looked at me quite funny. And at first I thought it was a language barrier. But a couple of hours into the process, I realized exactly why she was reacting to me that way. So once we were into the process for a little while, she handed me an olfactory note, a single note on a blotter. And I had no idea what it was. So she asked me how I felt about it. She said to me, why don't you write it down? What's coming to your mind? Any emotions, any sensations, any memories that are being triggered? And you know, I absolutely adored that note. But here is the twist, and the thing that I want you to remember is this note turned out to be one of the notes I had on my do not like list. And this is something that you must take away and explore after today. This was an absolutely huge moment for me. It made me realize that our perceptions of scent are completely shaped by our memories and our experience. Let me repeat that. Our perceptions of scent are completely shaped and by our memories and our experiences. So sometimes we think we don't like something, but when we remove the label and just experience it for what it truly is, our perspective changes. And I am sure that yours will too. But this is exactly why I created stories. I made a very intentional decision that I did not want to name anything onto the bottles. There was no specific notes prominent and there was no name. So I wanted to give people a permission to stop, to pause, and to experience scent without any preconceptions, much like I did when I was learning the art of perfumery. I want people to ask themselves, not what does this smell like, but how does this make me feel? And this is why I numbered my bottles and I did not name them. I don't want a name or specific ingredient to shape your expectations before you've even experienced the fragrance itself. I want you to connect with it in your own way without influence. Fragrance should be a deeply personal moment. It should evoke memories and emotions and moments that are unique to you. So when you pick up a bottle of Stories Parfums, you're not choosing just a fragrance, but you're choosing an experience, one that is yours to define. Have a great